Okay, if you hear any loud, obnoxious noises, that's the cat. Not the sound of my voice, I promise. I am Pagan Proud, and I'm about to take you on my journey through COVID-19 and the results thereof. This shout out is to Lloyd Evans, who seems to think just because he didn't lose his sense of taste or smell, he doesn't have COVID-19. This may be completely and totally wrong, Lloyd. Get yourself tested.
Get yourself tested.
See, back in January, I woke up to what I thought was the worst sinus infection I've ever had in my entire life. Probably very similar to what you have right now. And so I went to the doctor. You know, Yoda mask and everything. I've got it around here. So Baby Yoda mask and everything. This is my current mask. I love Grogu to death. Yes, I'm a nerd. But he didn't think anything about it. And the next week, I ended up going back because I went to work and I felt nauseous. And he suggested I get a COVID test. I didn't do it that day. And because there were very varied circumstances to why that didn't happen that day. I was running a little bit of a fever. I had a cough. But other than that and the nasty sinus infection I was still suffering from, I still felt okay. Then my elderly roommate, who is on dialysis, was sent home with the orders to get tested for COVID-19. She had an even worse cough than I did. The next day we took her to a place that did testing, and she tested positive, and her blood pressure was low, so she ended up in the hospital. Later that day, her son, my other roommate, and I went back and got tested, and we also tested positive. Again, neither one of us lost our senses of taste or smell. What we did lose was our voices. Mine right the week before he did. Completely and utterly wiped out. Nothing. We were almost literally writing words down to communicate. Fortunately, his mother only spent 4 days in the hospital, and she came home and ended up going to a specialized dialysis center who dealt with people who had COVID-19. One thing that did affect me drastically, and I'm not endorsing any products here, this is just what happened, was my appetite. If you know what Taco Bell is, I went from eating 3 of those burrito supremes with no onions in one sitting down to 1. Chick-fil-A has this wonderful breakfast sandwich that is a sunflower bagel surrounding the chicken. I was able to eat, I could eat 2. I got through half of one. Yeah, that's a little drastic. So, we went through the 2-week quarantine. We came out of it all right. None of us were severely affected, although I had heartburn. Boy, did I have heartburn. And I'd never really had heartburn before. And when I'd previously been to the doctor regarding getting medicines renewed that I'm on, I'd weighed about 300 pounds. Suddenly, I was no longer able to eat the way I was used to eating, and the only explanation I could find was COVID-19, because nothing else drastic had occurred in my life, and other than the cat. I've been struggling to figure out how to adjust. If I had started a diet months ago, I would have, my portion sizes would have, gone down, and I would have been able, my body would have adjusted as time went. But unfortunately, this is not what was happening. Or fortunately, depending on your point of view, I guess. Because, let's face it, 300 pounds at 5'4" is not a healthy weight. And my mic over there is agreeing with me. So I went back to a program that I've used before, which, and again, I'm not endorsing this, it's just my personal experience. They're not sponsoring me or anything. I went back to Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers has the ability to help you with portion control. And even with the program that I'm using from them, I'm having to cut it in half because it's still too much. As strange as that may sound. I've gone from 300 pounds, as of last Sunday I weighed 269.6 pounds. And there's going to be a picture accompanying this. That's a lot of weight in 3 months. Almost 4. While this has been the strangest wake-up call I've ever had, it is definitely a wake-up call. I do not recommend the COVID-19 diet. Please, wear masks, get vaccinated. The only way we're going to achieve herd immunity is when most of the people are vaccinated. Not everyone is going to be able to have this vaccine, and we need to be able to protect that population. Don't be selfish and just say, well, I'm not going to take it because big pharma is making money off of it. They're not. Nobody is being charged for this vaccine. They're making nothing. I wouldn't be surprised to learn if they were losing money. I was a pharmacy tech. Pharmacy companies make money on the drugs they sell. I'm on 3 different blood pressure medicines and a thyroid medicine. I do hope that with the program that I'm on, I'll be able to just get down to the thyroid medicine, which I know I'll be on for the rest of my life. Just think of the people who can't get vaccinated if you decide you don't want to. It's up to you, of course. Nobody can make you. Okay, thank you for listening to me. I'll be posting weekly updates as to this bizarre journey. I would want to thank my director, Michael Raymond, my producer, Dawn Valerie Raymond, his mother. I also want to thank Ryan Center for the logo that she has provided. You can find her at Ryan Center Art on Facebook. Links will be found in the description. Lloyd Evans, you are going to be tagged in this video, by the way. This is very deliberate. I want you to listen to me. And there will be a picture of the cat somewhere in here too, so, you know. Thank you. Have a nice day, and do unto others as you would have them do unto you.